Hello guys, welcome to part 14 of the making of Who Is Your Guy. Today is actually the final part of this particular bit. Alright, so welcome. How has it been? Alright, so we are going to dive into the system right away and get started and complete this process. Alright, so open up your FL Studio. Good. So go load up your project. Who's your guy? Yeah, there we have it. Okay, so what did we do? Okay, I remember we are done with this particular surface here. Also, we are done using the piano roll. We are done using the channel rack. So our focus point is the mixer. That has been where we are focusing on. Okay, so I remember in our previous session, we got to start mixing the drums. All right, so we're going to continue from there, getting to add some other chords that are needed there, mix them, and then bring them up if necessary to the level they should be. All right, so all right, let's listen to where we stopped. Okay, so the next thing that was supposed to come in is the timbre sound and the tam, the clap, and other things. Okay, and this tom. All right, so the timbre sound, I think to me it's okay. You can solo the timbre sound and see. All right, so let's go look for the timbre sound. Timbre. Do we have it there, or we just have it under row? Yeah, so it was under row. We have it. Let's solo it. Okay, so it's our timbre sound. We need to mix the timbre sound. So to mix that timbre sound, what I want us to do is that we are going to add a compressor to it. All right, we're going to add compressor. So Fruity compressor. Go to Fruity compressor, click on it. Now there is a default preset I want you to use that will actually make a whole lot of sense. Now on mixing proper, we are going to talk about what these compressors do. Okay, but for now what we just want to add to it is a preset effect that is already there, and that is blower. So you go to preset, go to this point, you click on it, then go to preset, then blower under preset. Now automatically it has set the threshold, it has set the attack, the ratio, the release, the gain, and the type. Okay, but then I don't want to talk about this now because the compressor as a dynamic processor is actually a whole large topic on its own. All right, and there are different types of compressors. Okay, but for now I just want us to deal with the default preset that is already built in, that is blower. Okay, so let's listen to it again and see. We are going to talk about all of these other things later. All right, you can see that right now the timbre has more body. All right, and in addition to that, let me even see. Okay, I want to push the compressor down. I want to EQ it first if need be, to EQ it first. Okay, so so let me replace this compressor. Let me just replace this compressor with EQ first and see. Okay, so what I've noticed here is that this particular timbre lacks some frequencies here. Okay, it lacks some frequency from 100 upward. There are some frequencies that are lacking there. So but this other range of frequency is quite rich. So I want to give it more body. Okay, from this. So now you can see that this point I'm not cutting now. At this point I'm not cutting. I'm simply boosting. Okay, so at some point you may need to boost, at some point you may need to cut, but right here and right now I'm not cutting, I'm simply boosting. Okay, I just want to give it more body. Okay, I know, listen, when it comes to do with mixing, there are some rules that must not be broken, and there are some rules that can actually be broken. Okay, in this kind of case now, this timbre sound really lacks a whole lot of body. So I'm trying to give that in by doing this kind of boosting. This boosting is not applicable to all instruments or vocals. Okay, that's why as a music producer or a mixing engineer, you need to understand where each effect or each tweaking would be required. Okay, but in this I just heard now, I think I really need to give it more body. Okay, we even need to just do something a bit funny. Yeah. So if you look at it before and after, I don't think I want to cut any frequency from it right now yet. Okay, let's listen to it before and after. That's it before, that's it after. So I can hear that body. It has that body now I was looking for. Now I have some other plugins I will have used to do that, but since I'm trying to make this simple and basic for the people who may not have all other third-party plugins, that's why I'm using this Fruity compressor, and it's a good compressor for that matter too. Okay, and equalizer as well. Okay, so let's go back to our compressor now. Let's pick our preset blower. Now listen to this. So can you hear that now? Before and after. That's it before. That's it after. So you could hear the huge difference. Of course, you may need to bring down the velocity because the compressor added gain. I think 15 dB gain. Okay, so let's drop it a bit more. The goal was for it to have body, have more body. Okay, so this clap, I will need to boost it a bit. Now, on this particular clap, what I will need to do there is just to... I think this clap needs some wetness. The clap is quite dry. So there you go pick Fruity Reverb. Okay, Fruity Reverb 2. Okay, by default already, it's when you load it up, it has like a whole lot of wetness on it. So if you solo this clap, you will hear what I'm saying. Now you can hear that before and after. Can you see the dryness? Then after. So that is it. So you've heard beats, especially this Afro beat that has this clap like that. So that's actually what you need to do. And at some point too, you may need to give the clap body too at times. Okay. Okay, so the next one you want to do is get to compress it as well. Okay, you may want to compress it. Okay, no, not compressing, rather EQ it. Okay, so this clap lacks body here too. I will still want to give it body. Same thing or something similar to what I did to the compressor. I want to do it a bit to the timbre sound is what I will want to do here as well. Okay, so give it more body. More like it. All right. Okay, so let's listen to it now and see. Okay, taking all these out. We just wanted to hear those ones together first. I don't think I want to do anything to this tone here. I don't think I want to do anything to it. I think I would just want to balance it, but let me see. I think I'll just leave the tone like that. These are just more like crash course in mixing though. It's not a deep mixing course. Okay, so I'm just doing all this. If I'm using the studio monitor, maybe I might need to do something a bit different from what I'm doing, but then to get the basics of what we're doing, or the basics of mixing and getting to arrange your instruments, and then getting to give you the particular mix it requires, so you may need to do all these ones are doing. Okay, so let's listen to the beats itself. Okay, so I think I'm okay with it like that. So let's bring in the chord, the first chord. Okay, so we need to mix the chord now. First of all, I want to solo it. Okay, the chord, I will need to give it presence. So one of the things I want to do, I want to give this chord presence because it is lacking presence. Okay, so we go look at it, we'll boost it from 3K. I want to boost it from 3K. Okay, all right. Okay, boost it from 3K. But the way it is sounding, it is more like high frequency from this chord is way out of it. So I will want to make sure that I get to do some massive boosting. Now, this kind of boosting is not applicable to all instruments. It's not applicable, but it is based on what I can notice or what I'm noticing here. I will even need to bring it down way to like 2.3K to boost it. All right, so I kind of feel like it lacks some frequencies before and after. So you could see the differences, or you could hear the differences between before and after. That's what I actually wanted to achieve. But then I think I could still hear some kind of muddy frequency. I would just need to cut it out in a subtle way, very subtle way. Okay, let's see. I think this is around this range here. I could hear it between 340. So could take it all the way to minus 5.2. Okay, so I think I'm okay with it like that for now. So I can hear the low frequency below 30 hertz downward. I didn't hear any frequency from those range. Okay, so I will leave that like that. So let me listen to the next one, live droplet. Let me check that one out. Okay, this guy, I will need to give it I need to boost 1K. Okay, I want to boost 1K and see what will happen, because I feel 1K lacked presence in that live droplet. Yeah, I think I've got what I'm looking for, but then I kind of feel like I still need some kind of presence in it. Guys, these kind of instruments we use for this particular song already, some of them are already fine-tuned like that. So to getting to do this kind of boosting sometimes may not make sense, but I want to just have I have a particular taste I'm looking for, and that's what I want to get. So this kind of boosting sometimes may not make sense, but you may want to get the particular results you are looking for. Okay, so that's why you get to do this kind of boosting. But this kind of boosting is not applicable to all sounds. Please, this is not applicable to all sounds. Okay, so it is when it is necessary that you get to do this kind of boosting. I've not mixed vocal and get to do this kind of boosting. In fact, using my third-party plugins, I've not got to do this kind of boosting, because this is way out of what it should be in boosting and in cutting frequencies. Okay, but this is way like, I'm just doing this based on what I can hear and the result I want. All right, so that's why I'm doing this kind of boosting here. So don't use this as a formula to boost all instruments you are mixing. Okay, you need to use your ears to get the desired sounds you want, just as I'm using my ears to get the desired sounds I want here. Okay, if you're using a studio monitor, I don't know how it will be sounding on your studio monitor, but the reference speaker I'm using here to do this, it's actually sounding nice to the result I actually want. Okay, so before and after. Before, after. So that's subtle change. Okay, the next one is our 808 kick. We did not do anything to that 808 kick. Okay, it's here. That's our 808 kick here. Let me open it up. It's muted. Okay, so on this 808 kick, what I will simply do, I think I would just want to cut a frequency from here. I just want to cut from 30 Hertz downward. Let me just do a low cut there. Okay. Step 4, type low cut or high pass. Yeah. So I think that's what I want to do there. All right, from 30 Hertz. Okay. Okay, let me push it a bit to like 35. Yeah, that's a good one. So to give it more body, all right, so let's still go to our compressor. Just go load up the blower. Now hear it. So can you hear the difference? Okay, so simply reduce it to as well. Okay. Okay, before and after. That's it, before, after. All right, so that's more like it. Now the next one is our organ. Let's listen to our organ. I think on this particular organ, what I would just want to do, I want to cut out the muddy frequency. Muddy frequency is, you can see it around 315 Hertz. Yeah, let's hear it and see. Let's boost that place. But what we want to do here is to cut. So for me to be sure of what I'm guessing, I will want to boost it and hear it first. Then after that, I will now cut it. Okay, let's listen. Okay, I think it's somewhere higher. I can hear it now, somewhere higher, between 380 upward. Okay, so I will just cut it from there and then set the bandwidth. Yeah, so that's it. I want to boost 2K upward and see, but it's now sounding dull. Between 2K upward. Okay, that is still not it. 2.3K. Okay, so let's see before and after. That's before. After. Yeah, just subtle change. Subtle change. So the next one is that we are going to check the base now. Where is our base? Where is our base? This is our base here on this part. So let's check the base. Okay, so on this base, actually you will need to cut. Yes, I've noticed something that most people don't cut the base, and at the point, just because they want the heavy sound, at the point it gets to affect the entire mix. Yeah, so you will need to cut the base. All right, so high pass. Okay, so you will need to cut the base. It's very important. In fact, all the way to 40 hertz, or can make it up to 45, but 40 is okay. Okay, so in case you may want to boost it, of course you may want to boost from 70 upward, 70 to 80 something to 90 something. So just want to boost this a little, just a little. I want to boost 76 on the bass, or 76, 77. Okay, okay, set the bandwidth to just a subtle boost. Okay, you may want to take it up to like 3 dB. You may want to just set the bandwidth again, at least, just to have body there. Yeah, on this base there may not be obvious changes, but a change that will not affect the mix has been made. All right, this is before, then this is after. So here there is no obvious change there. Okay, no obvious changes there, but the point is that something has happened in the mix that will not get to affect the whole mix, because at the point that you hear some mix and you get to hear distortion, these are things that are caused by probably wrong cuttings. Okay, and especially when there's very heavy bass in an instrumental and proper cuttings are not done, these can actually get to affect the entire mix. So just that subtle cut we just did now can get to do a whole lot of difference, or make a whole lot of difference. All right, so that's that. So the next one we are going to be looking at is our log drum. Yes, where's our log drum? We have our log drum here, so let's listen to our log drum. Okay, of course, load up the EQ first. Let's see what we need to cut out of the log drum. Okay, what I've noticed on the log drum is just to cut out the low frequency. All right, we just need to cut out the low frequency, and the type is still low pass, high pass. Rather, cut it out, and this one can be from 45 or 46, depending on how you want to do it. Okay, set the bandwidth. Okay, another thing I want to do on that is that I will just want to load up the blower as well on it, on this particular one. Just load up the blower too as well, reduce the velocity. Okay, I will still want to just push this a bit, so like 40 something or 50. Okay, 50. Yeah. All right, so that is that on that. Then the next one is Simplok. Yeah, where is that sound? Let's look for it. Simplok or block cube. Where is it? Okay, we can see it here at the end. Okay, so load that up. Let's see. Let's check out compressor, EQ. Okay, so this one lacks body from the lower frequency part, so I just want to boost that part just to have body there. Okay, another thing I would do, I want to cut the high frequency. Just do a subtle cut, Gen 2 4, type low pass. Okay, yeah, this is just to remove those very harsh frequencies that could be hurting to one's hearing. Okay, so I'm cutting that from 18 kilohertz. Okay, 18.5 kilohertz. Let's see, 18.5. Okay, I've gone all the way to 18.4, but let's listen to it. I think I'm cool with it like this. Okay, before and after. Before, after. It may appear as if nothing big has happened, but something has happened there. But then I will still want to take it to 17. But then another thing I want to do, let me make it steep 6. Yeah, okay, I think I'm cool with it like this. So what's the next thing there? Our riser. Well, on the riser, I don't think I want to do anything on it. I want to leave it like that. Okay, so let's play everything together and listen now. So from the beginning. So while you are playing it and you're listening, you can get to be doing some velocity adjustment in all of these you are doing. Okay, you can get to do some velocity adjustment. Anyone you think is sounding too loud, anyone you think is sounding too low, and in all these too, you have to monitor your master channel and see that the frequencies are not clicking red. Okay, okay, I think I'll still need to bring this timbre sound a little down because I feel it's quite. Okay, so those places I have this clap here, or this clap, I will want to just change it, remove the term there. Where are the claps? Okay, clap. I think I want to remove the term there, the term, yeah, I want to remove it. Let it just remain the clap alone on this part. So guys, that is it. It's as simple as that. Now if you notice something, while this was playing, nothing was clipping here. Everything was going smoothly, and that is the point in this whole mixing thing. All right, so of course, if you don't hear it well, all you just need to do is to increase the volume of your device. It's as simple as that. You can't say because you can't hear it well, you don't hear it well. You need to keep pushing everything up and they will start clipping. Once they clip, they affect the entire mix. All right, so now, even if I boost the volume of my device to the highest point, I cannot hear any form of distortion. Why? Because everything on the mix is balanced, or appears to be balanced. Let me use the word balance, because if I use my studio monitor to listen to it, I might just need to do some little changes to this. But trust me guys, these are the major things you may need to do on instrumental, especially when you're done producing it. You want it to sound well, you want it to sound balanced. These are steps you may need to take. Okay, so that is it guys on this particular one. So after being through with your project, you will want to render your project. Now I have seen so many artists, or so many producers rather, who have actually been saving files. Oh god, please have a defined location you save your files. Have a defined location you save your files. Okay, so I've seen people saving files, and when the time comes when they need that file or they need to copy it, they will start looking for it, browsing through many files, and that's stress. You don't want to go through the stress. Right, so have a defined location. I'm going to make a special video on this, on saving files. Okay, don't scatter your files anywhere. Don't just drop your file anywhere. All right, have a defined location for your files. Each project should have a folder. All right, so for instance, now I want to save this guy now. So now of course it has been saved already, we have saved it. Okay, but now we want to export it. Okay, on exporting, these are a few things you may need to do. Of course, now it will take you to a particular location, but you may need to choose your location. Let's say I want to save mine on desktop. I can just click on desktop here, or any location you may want to put yours, whether it is documents or whichever location you may want to put them. Go there, create a new folder in that location. Create a new folder by simply right clicking and go to new and go to folder, or you will see a new folder option here. Simply click on it, it will give you a new folder. Then I will save it as who is your guy? Who is your guy? Who is your guy? Okay, I'll save it as who is your guy. Then after saving it, you will need to opening the folder rather. After creating the folder, okay, my antivirus just protected me from something now. We've just protected your folder. Okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, allow the application. Yes. Okay, fine. Okay, so open the folder and save your project. Now if you want to save as WAV for recording, like you are going to use that file to do recording, the instrumental to do recording, I'll create a special video on this part to train you people how to get to choose different formats you get to save and what you get to choose. All right, so right now for this purpose, if you want to save, let's say you want to save a WAV file. Of course, it's already on WAV. If you want to switch it to MP3 file, you can click MP3. Now, disable waves, because if you say waves and MP3, this is what will happen. It is going to save both waves and MP3. Okay, so now what you do, save wave or save MP3 first. Okay, if you are taking it to another software for recording, make sure you either take it to 32-bit float or 24-bit. Okay, don't go with 16 bits. Okay, now this resampling here, you will need to go to the highest, which is 512.sync. Okay, do that, and then of course high quality for all plugins is enabled here. Disable maximum polyphony, just make sure that one is also done. Then leave all these settings like this. Okay, now you can start rendering or render in the background depending on anyone. All of this will render it for you. Okay, and if you want to say show file when complete, okay, you can enable this. When it is done, it's going to open the folder for you, the folder that file is saved into. If you don't want, you leave it. All right, if you don't want, you leave it. So that is it there. Okay, show file or don't show file, or however you want it. Okay, so once this is done, we are going to navigate to our folder. We are going to navigate to our folder to see that particular instrumental we just made. All right, so this is still saving. Give it some time for it to save, or rendering rather. All right, guys, so we are done rendering. All right, so you can close up your FL Studio. Okay, now this is our folder. Who is your guy? Can you see this here? So open it up, see your file here. Who is your guy? So let's play it and see what we just made. Okay, choose file. I want to play it with VLC. All right, guys, so that is it for that. Okay, so if you have not subscribed, ensure you subscribe. If you are not following us, ensure you follow us, like our video, share our video. Let us know which other instrumental you want us to do in the comment section. Okay, and also if you're an artist, you are in Ibadan or your state, okay, some people have been requesting to know how to record. Okay, hit us on the comment section and let us know how we can get to invite you to the studio and let's record this particular song together. All right, see you in our next video. Keep following. All right, God bless you.